In just seconds, Jasmine Crockett destroyed Justice Alito's argument. Y tú no vas a creer lo que dijo después. Pause. Boom. Gone. It was unbelievable. Every eye in the room fixed on her, y él no podía creerlo. And that's just the beginning. It started as a routine session, but the tension in the room was already palpable. Jasmine Crockett, calm but fierce, adjusted her notes, her gaze sharp, unyielding. Across the table, Justice Alito leaned back, his expression a mix of curiosity and confidence. Everyone knew the stakes. The topic on the floor wasn't just a legal point, it was a test of principle, of authority, of who controlled the room. The audience, reporters, clerks, they were all waiting. Every eye was on Jasmine, waiting to see if she could stand her ground against one of the most intimidating figures in the courtroom. Every word, every pause mattered. The room held its breath. The atmosphere was tense, explosive, almost electric. And then she spoke, y lo que salió de su boca hizo temblar la sala. You have to see this to believe it. Boom, gone. It was unbelievable. Every eye in the room fixed on her, y él no podía creerlo. And that's just the beginning. It started as a routine session, but the tension in the room was already palpable. Jasmine Crockett, calm but fierce, adjusted her notes, her gaze sharp, unyielding. Across the table, Justice Alito leaned back, his expression a mix of curiosity and confidence. Everyone knew the stakes. The topic on the floor wasn't just a legal point, it was a test of principle, of authority, of who controlled the room. The audience, reporters, clerks, they were all waiting. Every eye was on Jasmine, waiting to see if she could stand her ground against one of the most intimidating figures in the courtroom. Every word, every pause mattered. The room held its breath. The atmosphere was tense, explosive, almost electric. And then she spoke, y lo que salió de su boca hizo temblar la sala. You have to see this to believe it. Justice Alito began, in his usual measured tone, laying out his argument with precision, expecting nods, respect, and perhaps some nervous murmurs. His words were calculated, heavy with authority, but Jasmine was ready. She leaned slightly forward, listening intently, eyes never leaving him. The cameras captured every movement, the subtle shifts of her posture, the calm yet resolute stare that promised confrontation. Her mind raced as she formulated her response, each word selected carefully, each sentence structured to strike at the heart of his claim. The tension was building. Reporters whispered among themselves. Some glanced at each other, thinking, she's brave, but can she handle him? And then the pause. That pregnant pause that makes every viewer lean in. She had him cornered, y ahora venía lo imposible, and no one expected what happened next. Jasmine Crockett's response began quietly, almost understated. Justice Alito, she said, voice firm, controlled. Your argument relies on a precedent that, when examined closely, actually contradicts your own reasoning. Let's revisit your words from last year. She continued, quoting him directly, verbatim, each phrase landing like a hammer. She didn't just counter, she used his own words, his own authority, to dismantle the point completely. Every syllable echoed in the room. Shattered, exposed, stunned, boom, destroyed, gone. Audience gasps. Even the clerks leaned forward, stunned at the precision, the clarity, the sheer confidence. Alito's brow furrowed, a flicker of unease passing across his normally composed face. He started to speak, then stopped, searching for a comeback. But Jasmine wasn't done. Each line built tension like a storm gathering force. She spoke slowly now, emphasizing key words, letting each idea sink in. Her pace controlled, deliberate, drawing the room into her rhythm. Every viewer, every listener, every eye in that courtroom was locked on her. And then she landed the final blow, quoting him one last time, a line that made his entire argument crumble, and the room was silent. Silence filled the space, but the impact was deafening. He froze, y el silencio lo dijo todo. You won't believe how he reacted. Alito blinked, hesitated, shuffled papers, and attempted to respond, but the room already knew it was too late. Jasmine's words had landed with precision, leaving no room for doubt. Every reporter scribbled notes furiously. Every audience member leaned in. Twitter exploded within seconds. Hashtags trended. Crockett dominates, courtroom shock, unbelievable. Headlines called it a warning shot. Jasmine Crockett uses Alito's words to destroy argument. Experts and commentators debated for hours how she managed to stay composed while delivering such a devastating rebuttal. Her poise, her clarity, her ability to blend legal mastery with emotional intelligence, it was all on display. Alito's expression remained polite, but subtle tension betrayed him. He opened his mouth, paused, reconsidered, and spoke carefully. Every attempt to recover was met with Jasmine's calm yet piercing presence, reminding everyone who truly controlled the narrative. And just when you thought it was over, ella tenía un último golpe. You have to hear it. Breaking down the moment, it's clear why Jasmine won. Her preparation was meticulous. She knew the precedent, understood the counterpoints, and anticipated his responses. Her confidence didn't come from arrogance, it came from mastery. She used logic and language as weapons, precision as her ally. Each point landed with a dual effect, legally unassailable and emotionally resonant. The courtroom dynamic shifted. She wasn't just answering, she was teaching, demonstrating, guiding the entire room through reasoning that was undeniable. It was a masterclass in presence and intellect. Every pause, every inflection, every phrase was intentional, building suspense, creating anticipation, delivering payoff. The way she quoted Alito, turning his own words against him, was genius. It was more than a rebuttal, it was a statement, an unyielding assertion of principle. People are still talking about it, y nadie puede olvidar cómo lo hizo, and you're about to understand why. And in the end, it wasn't just a moment, it changed the room forever. Jasmine Crockett walked away unshaken, every step confident, every gesture composed. The impact lingered long after the session ended. Viewers, audience members, reporters, and legal experts, everyone felt it. The power of words, the power of preparation, the power of composure, all demonstrated in a single, unforgettable courtroom moment. Comment below if you think she destroyed him. Subscribe for more courtroom takedowns. This was more than a rebuttal. It was history in motion, and you were just in time to witness it.